among friends. I do want to thank John, and I want to express a lot of deep appreciation for what he's done with the Campaign for Liberty and all his staff. I'm not going to mention all the staff, but of course the speakers we've had this evening. But the Campaign Liberty is something that's been going on for a few months, but somebody asked me when I got involved and with the Campaign Liberty, when did it get started? I said, well, let me think. I think I got involved in 1974. Because that has been my campaign. I love medicine, did a lot of medicine, and would still do it again, but of course there was another love, and that was the understanding and the defense of liberty. I feel very fortunate that I was able to do both, have a professional career as well as to get involved. But I want to tell you a secret. I never dreamed that we would get as much attention this past year or so as we got. And that has pleased me very, very much. Because I sort of got to thinking that it was that my role was to do what I had been doing. Quietly speaking out for liberty and doing what I can in different ways, whether it was in 1974 one way, or 1988 another way, or 1996 another way. And that my job was to do my best to understand the issues, to understand the philosophy, but always do my very best to not only read the bills, but to vote the correct way.
Yeah!
And I often thought that the best that would come of that would be that there would be a record, and maybe some of you young folks would finally someday take a look at it and say, you know, this fellow tried to do what was right and he voted the right way and maybe set an example. But to my surprise, something happened a year or so ago that it wasn't me so much as that we came together. The spark had always been there. So many of you have heard about it or knew about it. And it just gave us an opportunity. So to me it was such a pleasure to actually go to a large crowd, to a liberal university where I might bring up the subject of the monetary system, and all of a sudden people started talking about ending the Fed. And the other secret I want to tell you about is that there is a plan to write a book. And I'm a slow writer. The first book I did on the foreign policy, they said, how long did that take you? I said, oh, about 30 years. This is where it was the speeches I did for 30 years. But so